Video games always have various areas that you can explore, and usually they are very unique, with each area having its own mechanics that can't really be found in other parts of the game. From fighting games to open world exploration, each part of the game has something like a signature to it, but they pretty much fit under two categories: movement and puzzles. The best comparison in any single game that I've seen is probably in Minecraft down in the caves, more specifically, the lava. Of course, it gets in the way of your exploration, and makes your movement throughout the area much harder. How many times have you seen this and just said, nah? There could be diamonds on the other side, and I probably wouldn't care. Puzzle elements are usually not the same as the movement mechanics, but I have seen that quite a bit. Which is why I think lava was probably the best example for this. Now imagine if you did actually want to get those diamonds. You probably don't have to imagine it, but still. This is where the puzzle comes in. How do you cross? If you just start bridging, it works, but it's a little boring and it takes a while. There's always a better solution in anything that you do. With a little preparation, a water bucket would easily solve this, while wasting very little time compared to the bridging. So now you got the diamonds. You head back, but what's this? A mob spawned behind you because all the light that the lava was giving off is now gone. The unexpected makes games enjoyable. When you think you mastered a scenario, a new one pops up. But back to the devlog now. For each area of my game, I'm going to be aiming for a combination of 1 to 2 movement abilities and 0 to 1 puzzles. I put together a map for one part of the game. The same part from last video. It's split into sections and starts right about here. There are also teleports across the map, the dotted line, which can also take you back to the start. The red area is where the main objective of the map lies, so things will start to get serious here, which is why I've left teleporters to take you all the way back to the start of the red parts. The yellow part is something I'm not too sure about just now. Regardless, there will be movement mechanics specific to each colored area, for each map that I'll make. I'll show you an example. It's pretty straightforward, it's just a zipline. I actually cannot think of a platformer that uses a zipline, but I'm sure that there are many. All I did was make a gravity 0 and add force in the direction of the zipline, so I was expecting it to be kinda boring. But it's actually pretty fun. It's probably not the same feel on video, but when I'm playing the game, it feels really good. Anyway, I plan to add one more movement mechanic to the green area. The zipline is very straightforward and there isn't much else you can do with it. But it does give the area a personality, so I'm using it. I don't yet have a puzzle element, because I couldn't really come up with a good one, so it'll eventually come to me. One other thing I've been working on is the level transition script. So now Amari can finally move between scenes. Hooray. I need to talk about it in its own separate video though. There's too much to unpack for it to be only a part of a devlog video. For this devlog, I still have to talk a little bit about difficulty. And I'm not talking about enemies, yet. I'm talking about a save and heal system. Usually in games, the place where you heal, you can also save. I remember from when I was young, all the way back when Counter-Strike Condition 0 came out, there was this thing called deleted scenes, and it was basically a story mode Counter-Strike. The save points were very scarce, as well as the places where you saved were actually not the places where you healed. Well, that's something I'd like to try to imitate. I've created a stream, and if you cross it, you get healed. It will not save your game though. To do that, you'll have to reach a monument that you can save at, but you cannot heal at the monument, so it'll look something like this. Although, one big difference from Otherset Protector to Condition 0 is that you can always reuse the things that heal you, and the world is open. So this game is starting to look like just another Metroidvania, and yeah, you can definitely call it that. And honestly, I love Metroidvanias. I started this project with a Metroidvania in mind, but I don't want to make just another Metroidvania. I have a pretty good idea in mind that I haven't seen any platformer do, although I have seen it in an RPG. It's just too early to start implementing it right now, so I'm kind of avoiding talking about it. Anyway, that's about all that I have to say for now, so I guess I'll see you later.